season is finally upon us. The Leafs are back in action tonight, taking on the Montreal Canadiens at the ACC. So what can we expect from the Buds, both on and off the ice? Here to answer that, Sportsnet's NHL insider Elliotte Friedman joining us this morning for an NHL season preview. Good to see you.
Good to be here, Dina. Thanks for having me.
This is very exciting for you, I imagine.
Oh, it's the best time of the year. There's two great times of year. The first drop of the puck of the regular season and then the start of the playoffs.
Right.
So we got to wait 8 months for that, so I'll have to live with the start of the regular season.
Let's talk about, of course, Coach Mike Babcock.
Yep.
$50 million man. The only person making more money than him on the Buds team is, of course, Dion Phaneuf. So he's got a lot on his shoulders right now. What do you project going in for him this year? Well,
there's nobody I've met in my life who's less built for losing than Mike Babcock is. And this year is going to test that on him because, you know, the team has a long way to go. I just think that what we're going to see is last year, Dean, at the end of the year, they didn't compete. They gave up. They weren't competing at all. They were done. Like, they could see the season was going nowhere, and everybody folded. The whole organization did. The one thing he's going to do is he's not going to tolerate that. And I don't know how many games they're going to win, but they're going to compete harder, and that at least is a start.
Well, and of course, people are already hoping and wishing regarding Steve Stamkos as an unrestricted free agent. Should we even get our hopes up, or is that false hope?
I think it's a bit too soon for that. Like people ask me that all the time. Is Steven Stamkos going to be a member of the Toronto Maple Leafs? And I don't like to get people's hopes up because I can't imagine somehow they're not going to work it out in Tampa. But then, you know, the one question that he's never really answered is, does he want to play in Toronto? And he's not going to answer that question while all of this is going on.
He's not going to limit himself, right?
It's not only that, but why throw gasoline on the fire?
Yeah.
He's not going to do that.
Okay, Kessel, what can we expect from him? People are saying this is the year, 50 goals, it's going to happen. He gets to do his thing, surrounded by some of the greatest. Do you think he will live up to that this year?
I think 50 is a bit much. I think 40. You know, this first game in Pittsburgh is in the exhibition season, he had 2 tap-ins, like just right in front of the net. He just had to touch it with a stick and it went in. You know how many of those he had all of last year? 1.
Oh, that's it?
So
it's a lot of hype.
No. But I'm just saying that what he's got now is guys who can do a lot better things. But I still think 50 is too much. 40 something.
Will there be an expansion? There's so much talk about perhaps a Vegas.
You like Vegas?
Odds are good for Vegas.
I think somehow.
Or Quebec?
I don't know about Quebec. The dollar is killer.
Okay.
The dollar is killer right now. But Vegas, some way they're going, and I'm applying for that job. I'm telling the people at Rogers right now, when Vegas gets a team, I'm applying to be a broadcaster.
Right? You get to watch Celine Dion at your pleasure, a little Britney Spears.
I don't know if Celine Dion is what I'm looking for. Is Metallica playing in Vegas? I'll go see Metallica.
Eventually they will, I'm sure. And there's going to be changes, of course, as everybody knows, to the 2015-2016 season, including the 3-on-3 shootouts. So they've already tested this. Do you think this is a great, like a happy medium, a compromise to everybody hating it, coming down to shootouts?
Yeah, I think people are going to like it because, first of all, the games are going to end fast. And what Dean is talking about there, for those of you unfamiliar, is now if you go to overtime, it's 3-on-3 right from the beginning. And the best players are going to play. Like, you're going to get a chance to see Alexander Ovechkin, Sidney Crosby, Phil Kessel, Connor McDavid, all these great guys, 3-on-3. Nobody's going to be able to defend anybody, so they're going to be going up and down the ice. It's going to be fantastic to watch.
So it's riveting hockey is what you're saying. So you're for it.
I'm for it. I know it's going to be riveting in the sense it's going to be total pond hockey, like when the young boys or girls play and nobody guards the ground they stand on. They're just going for goals. That's what that's going to be about.
Okay, so what's going to happen tonight? Are you feeling good about the Leafs?
You know, I don't like to bet against Carey Price.
Okay.
I know that makes me a traitor to people in Toronto that I would say Montreal is going to win. I just do not like to bet against Carey Price.
Okay, you said it. The NHL season starts tonight with an all-Canadian doubleheader. Make sure you guys check it out. By the way, congratulations. Your ratings have been through the roof. I know, all across the board on Sportsnet. No surprise there.
It's all due to me.
It's all you and his fancy socks. The Leafs kick off their new campaign against the Habs at 7, and that's followed by a Western playoff rematch as the Vancouver Canucks visit the Calgary Flames at 10 p.m. Thank you so much for stopping by. You're wearing your blue.